Truthfully, I walked the tainted path till I was utilized. Gratitude for times they lost faith and I was scrutinized. Yeah.
All right, Connie. First, thank you for coming.
Always.
Appreciate it. So I know you lived in Ghana before you moved back here. Can you tell me about that experience?
Yeah, no, I was born here, and then I moved to Ghana like when I was 2 or 3 for like 5 years, and then came back. But I mean, the experience, like, crazy enough, I could remember enough about it. Like, it was a village called Denu, and it was just, I don't know, it was just different. Especially back then, it just wasn't, you know, everybody going back to Ghana now, but back then it was just kind of like on some countryside shit. But,
can you tell me about the Amazing Love School?
how you know about that? You know, your Narwhal. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck. I went to that school, and then it, like, all of a sudden it turned out that Cheno's like great grandmother or grandfather or whatever. I'm gonna take my attendance off. Like, somehow had something to do with making a school or some shit like that. So, my bad. So it's just weird. It's just weird that like the homies went to Ghana, and then that was like one of the things that they ran into. So,
Margaret.
What, like, are y'all switching the whole thing to be on some Narwhal type?
I was just curious about Margaret.
Like, the lady used to take care of me? Who the fuck did you call to find that out? I'm dead serious, G. Like, she's, I think she dead. Like,
R.I.P.
Huh? No, no, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have any memory of her?
Yeah, I mean, she used to be like cause my grandma was taking care of me, and she was you know, like, back home, like, my grandma had like people who took care of her, so she was one of the people who took care of her, but she helped take care of me. But damn, that's wild.
Who were some of your musical influences growing up?
Keeping it a buck, like, cause that question always so weird, but keeping it a buck, I remember the first song that made me wanna like figure out what music was, and it was you remember that I'm blue, I'm a deed of it, that type of shit. So being honest, motherfucking yeah. So I heard that, but then obviously like I come back and it was like a real big culture shock of, you know, like, I think the first album that I ever got like bought for me was Usher's Confessions, and then the first album I ever bought like on some save up some money shit was 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. But then I remember getting into Outkast and then Eminem. But then I remember like 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, that's when like Drought 3 and shit coming out. So like Wayne was probably the biggest influence in terms of wanting to be a rapper and shit like that.
You ever watch that music video for I'm Blue?
Yeah, it's wild as hell.
Crazy.
Like all that 3D CG
Super
shit that was
weird.
going on with it, that shit is wild.
Can you tell me what is going on in this photo?
What photo is this? That's my grandma. That's me with a big ass head. That's my little brother, Makafui, and that Jifa was just born. Yup. Hey, wait, hold on. Where did y'all get that photo?
At what point did you start creating music?
I think Light came out in 2012. 2012, it had to be, like, literally recording music and all of that type of shit. So, yeah, 2012, I'd say, come through.
What was that one? I remember when I was in high school, you had this one music video. It's kind of like, I don't know if scary is the word.
Darkish.
Dark.
Ignorant.
What was that? Yeah.
Ignorant.
As
That was
y'all
the first
walking
song
around.
I ever, yeah, that was the first song I ever recorded and felt like, oh shit, I recorded this song.
Yeah.
I remember putting it on SoundCloud and that shit went up instantly. So I thought it was just over, but I was like, damn, I did it.
Yeah.
And we just shot a video for it.
Can you tell me about Piney Woods boarding school?
Damn, G, what the fuck? Yeah, like, I got sent to a boarding school for freshman year of high school. Did y'all do this?
I ain't do shit.
No, I'm dead. Like,
How do we do this?
I don't know. Yeah, the freshman year of high school, I got sent to a boarding school just because I was going through some shit. And, yeah, it was wild. Like, motherfucking hella niggas from Baltimore, ironically, go there. It's like a reformative type thing, I guess. But shout out to them. Really, fuck them. I ain't gonna lie. Not shout out to them at all. Them niggas it was a teacher that had told me that he was gonna dance at my funeral.
Oh, wow.
The first 2 days I got there, I broke my whole hand knocking this nigga out because he locked me in a closet. And then I got, that's wild. Yeah, like.
And then after that, how was your experience at Whitney Young?
It was cool. That's where I met most of the friends that's you gonna always see me with. But fuck Whitney Young itself, cause they really tried to play us like we wasn't gonna be shit or we wasn't gonna do anything. And you know, I take that back. Not fuck a whole school or whatever, but like certain teachers and administration, they just, you know, we was kids. They was telling another teacher told my OG, like, why would you take him out to go get a driver's license so he could sell drugs and all that type of shit? And I'm like, you a grown, you old as hell. Like, you not even grown, you old. And that's what you want to say to somebody parent. Like, it's just weird. So, but they definitely, that space was integral to the person that I think that I became. So I'd be thankful for those types of experiences still.
I'm curious to know, like, when did you first meet Vic, Chance, Joey, and how did y'all form Save Money?
I came to Whitney Young sophomore year, and like I met everybody relatively at the same. The first person I met that's a member is Reese, and me and him had like hella classes together. Then I met Nico, who's sitting right there. And then everything just started happening. I remember me and, you know, it's like you meet people who like are like similar to you. So you damn near like you got two options. Like you either not gonna fuck with them immediately or you gonna fuck with them immediately. And half of them was like even with Corey, like I ain't like Corey when I first met him. We was bumping heads. He beat up my little cousin, all sorts of shit. So, but it was just like motherfucking, we just grew together like every year. We just found like more and more ways to be productive and steal stuff.
So you and Joey recently put that season project on DSPs. Looking back 6 years later, what does that body of work mean to you?
Man, I think it really hit me when we just put it back out of what it really meant to me. And I think I said something about it, like, you know, at that time, I think that project really helped us to understand what it meant to be fearless in the music scape, like, or just, you know, not think too hard about shit. And I think we made some like very wonky music or whatever, like I think at the same time, but I think it was still like progressive as hell. And I take that that sentiment and try to apply it to anything I do now on some just not being afraid. Oh, this is, you know, I could like not trying to compare it to anything else. Just whatever comes out. If I like it, then it's good.
Do you have a personal favorite song off that project?
Off season? I really like Marijuana Smoker because I think that's when I was tricking myself into making myself sing and shit like that. I think I wish I would have made that shit a full song. That would have been cool. But that one, and then I like I like Batman and Remember Me a lot too because
Those are both great.
Yeah, because I think that they like, in terms of progressive, you know what I mean? Like I think those two things help me make like even my next projects and shit.
Yeah, I really love that song Rocket Man too.
Yeah, Rocket Man goes.
Such a good song.
Yeah,
That project overall, like one of my favorite projects.
it has
in
some
here ever.
bops. It has some good bops on that bitch. Pitchfork. Nah, they try to get that bitch. I
Oh,
forgot
really?
they just rated it some stupid shit.
The Knights online video game.
Wow.
How are you so good at that?
It wasn't. It was so crazy. Like, it was like a video game, like where you would. It's like a MMO RPG,
Mhm.
and motherfucking. I just used to play it with like some homies online. But you want to know the craziest part of that story was, you used to trade characters, or like not trade characters, but like you could use how they do it with all the shit now, like microtransactions in a game, right? At that point, motherfuckers was solely using Bitcoins.
Really?
So it was wild. Like I'd be like, let me get like $20 to use to like grab some Bitcoins so I could get some shit in the game. So I would have like 20 Bitcoins, 30 Bitcoins, like 100 Bitcoins, and just
Crazy.
using it for fucking, I don't know, bro. Like I can't even remember.
Armor
Armor
or
or
some
some
shit,
shit. Yeah, like it's just some wild shit in the game. So like, it's just wild.
That's crazy. That was a long time ago. too.
It was like, yeah, it had to be like 8th grade. That's like 2007, 2007.
Oh,
What? Like Bitcoin's 50,000. If I had
Yeah.
100,000, like,
Don't even
I mean,
think
if I had
about it.
100 of them
Yeah.
bitches, then it's, come on, it's like 5 million.
Can we
50
just talk
million.
about how legendary the Reboot music video is? I
That
was
was,
rewatching it today and I was like, damn, this is so good.
That was everybody. That was literally a real Chicago effort. Yeah, that shit was fun as hell. That shit, I think it was so seamless and easy, and just, we just had fun. I just remember it being fun. It wasn't I didn't think too heavy on it. Cole really came and just did his thing. And even just like the first edit, I remember I was like, oh, this is cool. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't like hella pressed about anything about that video.
It feels like a time capsule. Like looking back on it,
Facts.
like, you see so many familiar faces in the crowd.
Facts. Super
Chance
facts.
pulling the Grammy out of the Herald's bag, like
People ain't even register that shit the
No.
right way. Like the nigga pulled his Grammy out of a Herald's bag. Crazy.
all right, Kami.
Mm-hmm.
Did you really crash your mom's candy red Mercedes?
Man, that's so crazy, G. So you want to know the story behind it is crazy. It's like I had just started getting some bread. Just started. So I'm like, first thing you want to do is get your mom a car, pitch in, whatever. So pitched in, got the car for her. It was this old lady. She was like, bless her if she passed or anything like that. But basically she kept it in pristine condition. That shit had 5,000 miles on that bitch. It was a 2005. It was perfect. It was like an actual beautiful car. My stepdad, like, just on everything, he just, don't ever let this nigga use this car. My mom, I'm like, Mom, we trying to pop out. It was me and Nico. We was trying to pop out. I'm telling her, like, please, like, we don't have nowhere to move. Like, let me just use the car. Like, I know how critical it is. We gonna be right back. Blah, blah, blah. We go out, and, you know, it just, we end up doing some shit we should not have been doing. And by the end of the night, we just on the way home, on the 35th, like 35th and where the red line is on 35th. And so we're waiting at a light. And mind you, we going home at like 4 a.m., 4:30, 5 a.m. in the morning type shit. So people are going to work, people are doing whatever, people are coming from sneaking and geeking. They doing the same thing that we're doing. Like, it's just whatever, that type of energy on the road. So it was a red light, we crossing that bitch. I kid you not, this lady ran her light while our light just turned green. So I go instantly. Mind you, I'm tired as hell, so I'm not fully aware, but she's speeding. She broke, she ran her light.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she thought that there was nobody on the road type shit. So she sideswiped us, all the shit, the airbags, the shit total. It was a done deal. It was over with.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Only 5,000 miles too. Like that.
But yo, they was sick. But I got her a new car. After that. But it wasn't that one. Like it wasn't candy red. That bitch was raw, G.
One thing, because I've been listening to your music since like I was in high school, and one thing I've noticed over the years is you have a really unique ability to make literally any type of sound. Does that come naturally to you, or is that something you constantly work at?
At this point, I think it's one of them things that is just like studying and just really like being a lover of music and shit like that. So, you know, when you like something, like if you was really wanted to play basketball or some shit, you emulate the players that you think are the best. And same thing with music. Like I just found myself trying to emulate everybody and anything that I felt was cool, and I think that's what developed that skill to be able to try to pivot whenever I need to. But
I've heard a rumor that there's going to be a Save Money project soon. Can you confirm or deny?
Vicious lies and dangerous rumors. Motherfucking, I mean, if and when some shit like that happen, I think that, you know, we want to do it the right way. We want to, you know, there has to be like a demand for it, and just, you know, we want it to be back engaging, momentum up. Like we don't want to just drop a Save Money project just because like everybody who ever knew about Save Money would appreciate it. It's like, let's do it the right way, and let's all make the best music that we can and put it together, make sure the art is fresh, and just involve everybody who was there from the first day, just so it's like it's realistically the best representation of what that could be. We don't need to scramble to make a Save Money project.
What are you currently working on?
I actually just finished my album. Yeah, I just finished my album, so I'm really excited about it. Yeah, just keep it short like that. Like, I'm put it out. Hopefully, motherfuckers hate it or love it, and we keep pushing.
Do you have a title, or can you say anything more about it?
I'll tell y'all. Like, I've been keeping it like so low key, but it's gonna be called Bermuda. So there's a lot of reasons why that word particularly, but hey, I think it's just a fresh word. Nobody's made an album called Bermuda, and I was like, huh, and yeah.
Okay. So I like asking this question to Chicago artists. So what, if anything? There's always that conversation, right? Chicago's missing this, what Atlanta has, or what LA has. What, if anything, do you think is lacking in Chicago's music community?
Man, I think that just the acceptance of, I think it's that shit turns into a two-part question automatically, because it's like, here, a lot of where you from play into the people you're gonna be around. So it's hard to just tell everybody to get along off principle. Like, you know what I mean? It's just hard. Like, all right, we should just all get it. But on the other side of that question, that is what the goal should be in some capacity. Like, the motherfuckers who are glue in their situations need to proactively kind of reach out to other people. And it happens, for sure it happens, but it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of death. It's a lot of motherfucking just politics behind why people can't fuck with each other. To answer your question, we do need to, our community needs to be a little bit more champion of different sounds. I think when you come here, or when the world comes here, they expect one thing, and that thing is beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? But I think there's a lot of artists that are just doing such cool shit. And you know, like I just got Mac put me on this person, Serena Isioma, or not Dreamer Isioma. And I was like, yo, this is tight. Like this is crazy. This is from the crib. You know what I mean? Like 5 years ago, this shit didn't exist like that. Like even when I did movies as a project, I feel like people didn't really get it. The people who did got it, but I couldn't promote it as a Chicago project like that. You know what I mean? Because it was like, this is like freaky or pop or whatever the fuck niggas will hear it and be like, you not no street nigga. And I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? But I think it's Chicago will flourish if we just embraced more of the talent that's already here.
That music video you shot in the diner, one of my favorite videos ever.
Thank you.
It's so good.
Thank you.
What diner was that? Or where was that?
I couldn't tell you, bro.
Okay.
That shit was like a chicken nugget diner in the suburbs.
Really?
I'm dead serious. Their main thing was selling chicken nuggets.
Interesting. All right, and then the last question I have is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Huh. He said it. He said rich as shit. Shit, just, you know, being able to continue to just live my life on my terms, whether that means like, you know, like whatever degrees of success come, I'm open arms to them. And I think the main point, and to answer the question, is just being able to do what I want. And I know what I want to do. It's a lot of things, so I don't want to like boil it down into one answer, but I just want to have freedom of like not feeling like I'm in a jam financially, or not being able to create the music I want, or be with the people that I want to be with. That's where I want to be in 5 years.